Good morning. Welcome everybody to the EML live stream on the 15th of Feb. And we are doing this because NUS has basically shut all rehearsals, all sessions. CFA is deserted now, and we are doing this online because we are the electronic music lab and we don't need no physical space. We can make music online, cyberspace. I'm going to switch this from me to the gear because you don't need to see me all the time. So let's go. This is also going out on Instagram Live for our folks who are not on Twitch. And hi to everybody in the chat room in Twitch. I see Clint, I see Sean, I see Weng, I see Ireng, and I believe you can all hear me, right? So I am going to go through today something which is Finish Friday. So here we are, right? We're all stuck on, not being able to get into CFA, not being able to get into the studio because of all the emergency measures. And what have you been doing musically since we last met? Or have you been too busy involved in emergency measures? Is anybody stuck? Is anybody in quarantine? Okay, no. Wing says nothing. Anybody got some involved in some? Oh, thanks Wing for sharing it in Telegram. And Kian, hey Kian, good to see you. Yeah, that's right. Everybody keep safe, yeah. Okay, feels is who? Sean, yeah, Sean. Okay. Clint. So while we are basically stuck in this kind of limbo of are things happening, are things not happening, have anybody had classes cancelled? We are now in February, and the hashtag for February is FinishFebruary. And the idea of FinishFebruary is finish a track. How many of you have difficulty finishing a track? How many of you have all these tracks which are not complete? Tracks which are not still hanging around, tracks and still not complete. Anybody got those kind of tracks? And you feel, oh man, I want to get something completed, right? I want to have that feeling, that sensation of, yeah, I got it done. Thanks Iren, thanks for sharing your YouTube channel. Wow, that's a long name. So, no, I invited Iren to post. So, you all go and post your stuff also. Please share the music you've been making. Like, Joaquim has a EP out on Spotify, right? Share, yeah. That's right, go plug. We want to keep that community alive, that Filman, right? We all have this chorus here, verse here, sample here. That's exactly how I feel as well. So Finish February is the time where we actually are going to use the time to finish that track. And yes, Wang, even if you have an 8-bar loop, we're going to do something with it. But I can't go into all your computers right now. That would be really creepy. And go through all your individual 8-bar tracks, right? So instead, let me throw out this idea. Just a wild idea. We're going to use remixes to do Finish February. What do you think about that? And where are we going to get these remixes from? Metapop.com. And I'm going to share Metapop.com. This is a website where you can discover, you sign in and you discover competitions. You click on competitions, and here's a whole bunch of competitions. And some, of course, 36 days left. If you go into this lady's competition, you can download all of her stems. Oh, look at that. She's formerly from Ash. She has worked with Brian Ferry, Katie Stanton, Birds, Bat for Lashes, and Birdie. And they give you the BPM and they give you the key. You got 35 days left on this. Go ahead. Sign up, download the stems. I am not going to do this one because it is far in the future. I'm going to go something which is closer at hand. I've actually joined this competition. It's the Katrina Cain, and those of you who joined this chat early, you've been listening to the music of Katrina Cain. And Katrina Cain's competition has 6 days left. So my challenge to myself is within these 6 days, I'm going to finish the remix of Katrina Cain. Because I want to do Finish February. Now today is the 15th. If I count 6 days, or anyway, it tells me that February 20th, I'm well within February. By the way, I've already finished one. And it's under my ID Abyss Simeon. Okay, so if you look at for Abyss Simeon in Metapop, where's my Abyss Simeon? There I am. I already did one mix. This is my ID, and I've already done one remix last weekend to get it going. And that one I finished like with about less than 24 hours left to spare. So it can be done, So we are going to try during this session to do a Finish February on the Katrina Cain track. And you've heard it already, those who were listening to it. And this is in 95 BPM. It's in E flat major. Got 6 days left to go. I got to create a remix that's at least 2 minutes long and use at least 2 of the stems provided. The great thing about Metapop is you download stems and they give you all the stems. And let's see what we got. Okay, so I have actually gone into, I'm going to switch my window capture now to Ableton, and this is the whole song in Ableton. This is the whole song for Katrina Cain, and some of you are listening to it. I got too many things happening on my comm, so if it begins to crackle, excuse me. Let me know what you think about the song as it stands, the original.
Somewhere on the road to California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, baby, leave it all behind. Did you ever think that maybe I just needed time? I'm never going back. You know I can't do that. I'd rather stay right here and burn out in the atmosphere. I'm never going back. You know I can't do that. Honey, I'm changed, but I don't know who I am. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. In my heart I am different, but I don't know where I stand. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land.
So what do you all think about the song? You like it? People getting high, like vocal chops, nice melodies, right? So this is okay. Let's look at it, because what you get in the stems is you get wave files. You get, yeah, chill and dreamy, right? Wave files that are just plain wave files. So what you need to do, and I'm not going to show you the downloading process so that you don't go and sit there and watch me download a zip file. Like, okay, you're not going to like sit in zip file. Okay, what I get in the stems folder is I get all of these. All of these are regular stems, not warped, not nothing. So what I need to do is I need to drag them all into Ableton. I'm not going to even drag them because that takes a while. You know, you can multi-drag. You multi-drag by doing shift click, right? You take one and then you shift click and then you drag them. You can literally drag more than one. Sorry, you shift drag. Do that again. You control drag. You control drag. Okay, control drag them, and you can drag multiple tracks at one time, waveforms at one time. Okay, so they come in a very raw form. And how am I going to warp them? Well, the good thing is that I remember they said that it is 95 BPM. So I set my BPM to 95. Hey, undo. 95. And if I switch on my metronome, I can hear. Change metronome sound. Yep, okay, I got a nice. It matches the metronome. Which means that if right now I go to something like the voice, right? This is the voice. Now actually if I try to warp this, it is really almost impossible for Ableton to warp some wave file like this with no regular beat properly. But because I'm in 95 already, I'm going to switch this to just complex, which is ideal for voices, and I do warp. It will warp it along to 95. Because the default, Ableton's default is that if I don't know what the BPM is, I'll follow the top BPM. So 95, which is correct. And once I've done this, that means I can now change the speed of the song. Let's do that for every warp. This is the bridge synth. Again, I'm going to change it to complex. The lead vocal dry, change it to complex. Lead vocal with effects already warped. Lead vocal wet, and then complex. Sub bass hook. Also sub bass I could probably use tones. Swells, probably I could also use tones. Verse synth, probably also use tones. So these are tones will help to smooth out. Vocoder intro bridge, I'll try complex. Voices noise, complex. So here we have actually now everything is right. Let's hear them. I'll jump to bar 19. What if I wanted to make it faster? If I want to make it into a dance track, what's the BPM for a dance track, guys? Ladies and gentlemen, BPM for a dance track, house music, what should I get up to? $128. I'll take 128. Okay, 128. Let's jump ahead. That's interesting, right? Why don't I try going into my samples and grabbing some. Whoops, too many samples. It's taking a while. Sorry about that. So now it's faster. Let's see what we can do. Do I have something 128?
Somewhere on the roads of California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, baby, leave it all behind. Did you ever think that maybe I just needed time? I ain't never going back. You know I can't do that. I'd rather stay right here and burn out in the atmosphere. I ain't never going back. You know I can't do that. You know I can't do that. Honey, I know I've changed, but I don't know who I am. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. In my heart I am different, but I don't know where I stand. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised
So what have I been doing? I've been doing one by one by one by one. Right?
I'm just out here floating somewhere.
No, I'm not speaking. I'm just. Can you hear the track as I'm playing? Now I'm going to increase the speed.
I'm
140 siao liao lah. You all go and do your own. Still got 6 days. Okay, now. The next question is, how do we make a song? It's an interesting theory. I can put a house beat to it, right? But how do we do a song? How am I going to do a song with this? So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a bit more space, and then I'm going to create insert silence, because with create insert silence I'm moving all of the things away from the main song, and now I'm going to decide I will now start my own idea. Add locator, first one is intro, and I'm going to start the song quite soon. I'm going to start here with verse 1, and in fact that's already a decision that I'm making, right? Shall I make it a song or a club track? Club. Wow, I wonder whatever I should do. Okay. Well, go club, go home. I'm already home. So are you. Club it is. In that case, I will not do verse 1. I will do, what should the first part be for club? It's not a verse, right? What is the first part of it? What should I name this first section? Ideas? Correct. Build. I'm going to build for 16 bars. And then after I build, what am I going to do? No. Yes, after build is After build is intro. No. After build is in fact what comes after build? Drop, yes. Hey, who's that? Welcome. You know what? We want to make it longer, right? Instead of we make it a I'm basically working in multiples of 8. Drop around here. Okay, so I'm going to drop for 16 bars. Then after drop, I need something next. What's next? Hey Daryl, hi. What's the next one? After the drop, we need to change the pace. We're going to make a breakdown. And after the breakdown, next thing that happens again is another build and shorter build this time and a drop. This will easily bring us to 3 minutes outro. Now if I wanted to double the length of this song, ideas, how can I double the length of this song? To double the length of this song, what I need to do is either I repeat again, copy and paste. And if I don't want to copy and paste, I just make my build twice as long, my drop twice as long. With trap hi-hats. Okay, thanks for the advice. Now I decided I like, let's see, I'm gonna, because this is Finish February, right? This is not, you know, mess around much or, you know, abstract yourself April, you know, or jump around June. So I'm going to actually choose something which you guys have access to these sample packs, like the Loop Masters mixtape. Those of you who are on intro also have the Loop Masters mixtape. So I'm going to take some samples, and let's find some samples from, what do these guys do? And loops, tech house, house grooves. Any beats? I want to be honest, real beat. Okay, this is organic. So you, by the way, you guys all have this, you know. What trance? Todd Terry New York Classic House. So as you guys know, I'm very old school, right? Also, you must say I'm old, but I'm going to take this old school beat. That's my drop. I know my drop is going to be old school beat. At least my first drop. What am I going to do for my intro? I'm going to take something like, okay, so here I have a bass line. I got a bass line, but it's in C. See, it's in C major. Remember, what was the song in? the actual song. This is definitely not gonna match, right? So we play it together. So that's a bit weird. What should I do? Okay, so this E flat. Thank you, Vilmon. E flat. I need to take this guy and transpose. I press the Cain. Transpose. So that's a mess actually. Right? Honestly, that's a mess. I got another way of handling this. Okay, I'll show you how. Now, by the way, you know you press W, which is this one, right? Or you press Z for zoom. I can zoom into the whole clip itself. Now let's see. I only want one round of it. I'm going to actually. I like the rhythm of it. But I don't like the notes that are playing. It's weird. So I'm gonna convert this melody to a new MIDI track. Do you all know you can do this? Convert melody to new MIDI track. And I'm going to see that, hey, I actually now have notes. It's probably wrong, wrote probably wrong, but I see some E flats, right? There are some E flats and a G flat. So actually what I want to do is I want to take these guys, I want to make them all into E flat. I just fold, right? So E flat is D sharp. E flat. What's F sharp? G flat. No, I don't want G flat. So I'm making them all, because I like the rhythm, right? I just didn't like the notes. But it's too high, I'm going to bring it down one octave. I highlight all and I shift down. By the way, Ableton has decided on an instrument for me. How does this sound when you play it together with the actual track itself? And I'm going to mute the actual bass because their bass is a very slow bass. Okay, so I'm going to mute it. I'm going to use this.
Honey, I know I've changed, but I don't know who I am. I'm just out shooting somewhere in the promised land. In my heart I'm different, but I don't know where I stand. I'm just out floating somewhere in the promised land.
How did that work? Yep, you can be honest. Yes, Control A to highlight all, Shift down to octave down. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, now we got this. No, Daryl is right. C minor, E flat major, but you see there are too many other notes in it. They was actually distracting, right? So instead, I've now made them all into E flat. By the way, fold allows you to see E flat. Yeah, right. So they're all E flat. But I got the same rhythm that I liked. So now that I got that rhythm, I basically have a song which starts. My intro is going to be a heavy intro. Then the build will be empty at build, right? So What else can I add to this? So I don't need this track anymore. Intro, build, drop, breakdown. Okay, so I need something for my build. Let's see whether I got anything like a build here, like swoops and hits and effects. There we go. Okay, good. I'm going to create a track and I'll put that on. Okay, I need that somewhere near the end. I'll put this in the middle. So we got I'll put in a reverse symbol. Fantastic. Everybody needs a reverse symbol. Always need a reverse symbol. And then one kick at the beginning of the build. This thing. So of course this one there should be actually a cut, right? There should cut just before the thing comes in. And so now we're in the breakdown. Well, sorry, we're in the build. We need stuff to build. What can we... Oh wait, I tell me finish intro, right?
You don't know. You can't understand.
Aha, here's a D sharp intro. I'm going to take this D sharp intro. So every time you have a clip like this, you can actually do more stuff with it rather than leave it alone. So I'm going to take this middle section and I'm going to take this chunk and transpose it up. I'll color it differently so I can remember that this is a different one. So what does my intro sound like? Oh, and I'm going to do a bit of effect on it, right? So I got audio effect, auto filter, switch on the automation here, go to auto filter, go to frequency, and insert the shape, highlight, insert the shape, one of these shapes, maybe this one. So Okay, so during this build, I want to bring in her voice. Because remember, I must bring in her voice, right? Where's her voice? Voice, region. Lead vocal. Oh wait, yeah, lead vocal. Maybe effects. Let's put her in the build and see how she works.
Somewhere on the road to California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire.
Let's start her a bit earlier.
Somewhere on the road to California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, baby, leave it all behind. Did you ever think that maybe I just needed time? I ain't never going back. You know I can't do that. I would rather stay right here and burn out in the atmosphere. I ain't never going back. You know I can't do that. You know I can't do that.
So I brought in the voice, I brought in the guitar. Next thing I'm going to cut it there because I want to do the build. Because remember, this is where the build is supposed to be. The build is supposed to be around here, where we're going to put in something which builds up to a drop. Color its tracks. You feel like a warehouse in front. That's nice, man. Okay, so now we got this. You have this whole what are we going to do here? We are going to, we got to build.
Somewhere on the road to California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, baby, leave it all behind. Did you ever think that maybe I just needed time? I ain't never going back. You know I can't do that. I would rather stay right here and burn out in the atmosphere. I ain't never going back. You know I can't do that. You know I can't do that.
Okay, so oh look, there's so many elements here. There's this thing called arc. What can we do with this? Maybe we can use a chunk of it there. Let's see what it sounds like. Here it comes. I think this should start earlier, right? So how long is this thing? So on this also I'm going to put an auto filter frequency on, and between here and here again insert a shape. I think I'll change the shape instead. I'll change it to this shape. Let's do something rhythm. So this actually is a good useful thing that we can actually do something with. So I'm gonna copy this, I'm going to I'm gonna copy this part out because this is the vocal. I'm gonna use this for the build. Then we zoom in even where I lost it there. So I'm actually going to use this as my build. I need to start earlier, I think. Let's cut it down to the so this is going to be kind of weird. So let's see. You move it over. So I'm actually chop. I'm actually chopping this. Let's see. So I haven't even put in beat yet. Okay, so this is where I won't put the vocal right there again. But you see what I mean? I'm building up a build up, right? With using the vocal, using all the tools that are available at hand. Did I copy the automation? Okay, so here, did I copy the automation? No, didn't. Let's see. Now and then also, okay, I don't want the vocal to come right in during the drop. Instead, during the drop, I want that this particular riff to come in. Yeah. So also, I think I'm going to take the kick from here How do I take the kick from here? I need to go in really, really tight. So this is my beat, right? So I know I got a beat about here. I solo it. Let's see, copy this. What do I have? Okay, not too bad. Let me zoom out. I'm actually taking the kick out of the drum loop, and let's move it out to here. And I'm going to take one more kick, but this time I'm shorten it. So I'm basically making a build up with just the sounds there. Let me get down to 1/32. Let's see what I can do with that. So this could probably sound like a real mess. I'll just admit that now. Right? We have no idea what this is going to sound like. True? Okay, let's hear.
Somewhere on the road to California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, baby, leave it all behind. Did you ever think that maybe I just needed time? I ain't never going back. You know I can't do that. I'd rather stay right here and burn out in the atmosphere. I ain't never going back. You know I can't do that. You know I can't do that. You know I can't. You know I can't. You know I can't. You know I can't. You know. You know. You know. You know. I can't do that. Somewhere on the road to California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, baby, leave it all behind. Did you ever think that maybe I just needed time? I ain't never going back. You know I can't do that. I'd rather stay right here and burn out in the atmosphere. I ain't never going back. You know I can't do that. You know I can't do that. You know I can't. You know I can't. Somewhere on the road to California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, baby, leave it all behind. Did you ever think that maybe I just needed? Somewhere on the road to California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, baby. roads of California. I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, baby, leave it all behind. Did you ever think that maybe I just needed time? I'm never going back. You know I can't do that. I'd rather stay right here and burn out in the atmosphere. I'm never going back. You know I can't do that. You know I can't do that. You know I can't. You know I can't. You know I can't. You know I can't. You know. You know. You know. You know. I can't do that. Somewhere on the roads of California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, baby, leave it all behind. Did you ever think that maybe I just needed time? I'm never going back. You know I can't do that. I'd rather stay right here and burn out in the atmosphere. I'm never going back. You know I can't do that. You know I can't do that. You know I can't. You know I can't. You know I can't. You know I can't. You know. You know. You know. You know. I can't do that. Honey, I know I've changed, but I don't know who I am. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. In my heart I am different, but I don't know where I stand. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. I always knew where I was headed if I never looked down. Somewhere on the roads of California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, baby, leave it all behind. Did you ever think that maybe I just needed time? You know, I'm never going back. You know I can't do that. I'd rather stay right here and burn out in the atmosphere. I'm never going back. You know I can't do that. You know I. Honey, I know I've changed, but I don't know who I am. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. In my heart I am different, but I don't know where I stand. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. Somewhere on the road to California, I lost my mind. I drove through an ice storm just to reach a wildfire. I've been running, keep on running, making you all right. Did you ever think that maybe I just need your time? I never go back. You know I can't do. Do that. I'd rather stay right here and burn out in the atmosphere. I'm never going back. You know I can't do that. You know I can't do that. You know I can. You know I can. You know I can. You know I can. You know. You know. You know. You know. You know I can't do that. Do that. I'd rather stay right here and burn out in the atmosphere. I'm never going back. You know I can't do that. You know I can't do that. You know I can. You know I can. You know I can. You know I can. You know. You know. You know. You know. You know I can't do that. But I don't know where I stand. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land. I'm just out here floating somewhere in the promised land.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Finish February. Okay, we are done. How you like this? Thank you all for your contributions. You have helped to create this track, which is a full remix, which is complies with the remix competition requirements. It's more than 2 minutes. It's 3.5, and it also uses multiple parts of the song. Uses guitar, uses the synth, the chorus, uses the bells, uses the arpeggiator, right? Uses 2 parts of the vocals. Of course, there's a lot more that can be cleaned up, and I'm going to do one more thing, which is I'm going to add in audio effects, audio effect rack, mixing and mastering. I'm going to put a punchy dance master on it. Punchy dance master, which is a whole bunch of effects put together. And then when we play it back, now there's more to clean up. There's more to clean. I could probably clean it up a few more times, right? And I think especially the builds, the transitions, I do want to work on them. But at least I know that I can definitely finish this within the next, I think I would say by tonight. And what do you think? Okay guys, go to metapod.com, grab yourself a track, finish it in February guys, finish it, get it done, finish. This is not the best mixing and mastering, but it helps, there's more sophisticated ways to do it, but I want to make this thing finish. I don't want to sit around and spend too much time, just want to get it done and get it finished. Yeah, thanks Daryl for sharing the link. That is the link. Guys, go and do it. Finish February #. please tag me when you upload your tracks, okay? I'm going to upload this in the Metapop, share it around my Insta. Okay, who's going to do Finish February? Who's going to do it? Who's going to do it? Yeah, Filmon, later on you can go and fine tune. Just get it done first. Get it done. Yeah, get it done. Who's going to do Finish February? Who's in? Okay, Irang, do it, Irang. Yeah, clean. The 1.5 hours you spend watching me, you can also do it. If need be, next week we won't do a session. Just everybody spend a 1 hour and do it. Filmon, you're in, is it? Ring doesn't mean you're doing it. Okay, Filmon, you can do it. Well, Daryl, you're doing it also, is it? Sean? Okay. Wayne, good. Alright. You know what? Shall I share this file? I'll share this file in Telegram, okay? I'll share it as a pack. You guys can go and have a look at it. Okay? And that brings us to the end of the song and to the end of our session. Thank you all for your kind attention. Hope you all go and do your Finish February. And you know, if you can do it in FL, the main idea is make sure that you set up your sections, drag in the stuff that, you know, build your song first, then drag in the parts that you want. Build your song first, the frame of your song. See, remember I built the bottom, the bass and the drums first, and then I started dragging in the vocal effects. Okay, so go and do it. Finish February. Looking forward to seeing all your tags and all your stuff. Tag me, okay? Okay. See you around. Bye bye.